Investing in index funds or ETFs is one of the easiest and most predictable ways to grow your wealth in the long term. Unlike riskier strategies like picking single stocks or investing in cryptocurrencies that can give you very high returns but also make you lose everything, investing in the global stock market gives you on average around 8-9% per year over the long run, even if with some volatility. For us European investors, the best way to do this is through ETFs. ETFs are funds that replicate entire market indexes and let you own a small piece of thousands of companies around the world, like Nvidia, Microsoft, Apple, Google, Amazon, Meta, and many others. Thanks to this wide diversification, the risk is lower and returns become more stable and more predictable over time. I personally started investing in ETFs back in 2019, so about 6 years ago. And in this video I want to show you how much I actually earned in this period thanks to ETFs. But before showing you the numbers, it's important to make a few clarifications so you understand the real context of my financial situation. Otherwise, just saying how much I made wouldn't make much sense. For my investments, I mainly use two platforms, Degiro and XTB. Right now I have around 171,000 euros on Degiro and 128,000 euros on XTB, for a total of almost 300,000 euros invested in ETFs. My portfolio is not made only of stock ETFs, I also have bond ETFs, money market ETFs and gold etc. So it's a quite diversified and also conservative portfolio because the equity part is around 155,000 euros, I guess, which is about half of the total. I already showed in other videos which ETFs I invest in, but my main positions are the iShares Core MSCI World and the Vanguard FTSE World. Even if I started in 2019, at the time my portfolio was still very small. Just to make an example, at the beginning of 2022 I even didn't have 100,000 euros invested. I started investing more seriously from 2022 until now, so most of the growth happened in the last few years. Another important thing, I invest only in accumulating ETFs, so I don't receive dividends in cash. They are automatically reinvested inside the fund, helping the compound growth over time. Also, I almost never sold my ETFs, so most of the profit is still unrealized and I haven't paid taxes yet. And finally, one last thing. The last few years have been very good for financial markets, but that doesn't mean that the future will be the same. So the result I'm going to show you is not a guarantee, it's just a personal example of what can happen when you invest regularly and stay diversified in ETFs. So let's start with XTB, where I began investing more recently, like at the beginning of 2024. Here my total profit is a little over 8,000 euros. Plus 3,600 Polish zloty, because on XTB I have both an euro account and a PLN account, since I live in Poland. Now let's move to Degiro, where I've been investing for longer and where I hold a larger portfolio with a higher portion of stocks. Here my total profit has been around 46,400 euros. Most of my earnings come from my largest positions, the two stock ETFs I mentioned before. Just on Degiro they contributed to over 20,000 euros of profit. The rest of the gains come from other stock ETFs and also from gold, which performed really well in the last few years and gave me around 10,000 euros of return in Degiro. Bond ETFs didn't grow much during this period, but they're still an important part of my strategy. Of course, from these gains we have to subtract the transaction fees. On XTB I paid 0 commissions because they offer free stocks and ETFs trading up to 100,000 euros per month, and this is amazing. On Degiro instead I usually pay between 1 and 3 euros per trade, so I can estimate that in 6 years I paid around 200 euros in total commissions, something like that. So overall in these 6 years I earned about 55,200 euros, net before taxes, from my ETF investments. That's it. Is it a lot or little, considering the amount invested? Let me know what you think in the comments, and if you liked the video and don't want to miss my next investment updates, subscribe to the channel. See you soon!